Hello everyone, welcome back. Kevin with Survivalist Boards. It's been a while since we've done a cooking video. Guys, I cannot believe it's been that long. Well, a friend of mine asked me, Kevin, would you like to cater a big cookout? We're having a fishing tournament. Would you like to bring your pet over and cater it for us? I'm like, sure, why not? It's been a while since I've cooked for a bunch of people, so it'd give me an opportunity to get off the farm for a little while, pull my pit over there. And I've got some better tires than this I'm going to have put on the pit. Video may be a little shaky because I have been buffing the grills. Got me a wire wheel grinder. I've just been buffing all the crud off these grills. They haven't been cleaned in, oh geez, they probably haven't been really cleaned in, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years. Man, but anyway, got the smoker over here. And this pit still is not finished. I built it several years ago. This is a 250-gallon butane tank. Not a propane tank, a butane tank. Well, hey, Bo, nice of you to visit with us. What you been doing? I took the supports, cut them off, rolled them 180 degrees, put them on down there. The field nozzles for the gauges and everything are down there. I got a pipe. I plugged all the holes except for one, and that pipe going down there is a drain for the grease. So I can put a tray down underneath that pipe and collect all the grease drippings if any grease drips out or is dripping out. Took that wire wheel, buffed it up. What is it? The CDC or somebody says not to be using wire brushes on grills because the wire brush will come off and people eat it, which makes sense. I've found some wire using little wire brush like that. So I was like, well, instead of using a little wire brush like that, I tell you what, we're just going to get the big tools out, big boys. We're going to buff it, and then we're going to use some cloth right there. And we're going to wipe these grills down real good before we go back in with them. And they are nice and shiny. Got all that crud off there. Some of y'all might be saying, Kevin, that's where the seasoning's at. That's what gives it its flavor is that stuff on there. And I'm like, well, that's all right, guys, because, see, I didn't clean out the bottom. Whenever I start cooking with this pit, all this stuff in here starts heating up and just adds flavor to it. This pit has been seasoned. Oh, when did I build this pit, guys? 10 years ago? 9 years ago? I've had it now for a while. All right, but anyway, I'll post another follow-up video probably next weekend or so, probably 2 weeks from now. But right now I'm just getting ready for it. Got one little small cookout tomorrow, and then we've got a big cookout. Some of y'all may be wondering, Kevin, what's that right there? What's that pipe right there? Guys, that was the original smokestack. The original smokestack went up and just came off of there. I was like, well, I tell you what, it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out, so I wanted a smoker. So I took the smoker here is the other end of that. That right there was a 250-gallon air tank for a air compressor. So I took, that's 2'6" long for the smoker, well, for the wood box, and then over here, the smoker here is the other end of it. I've got 2 trays that go inside there. And so, I guess I should really cut that off and plug it up. It just looks nasty. It just looks funky. And then the heat comes in here. There's a plug up inside of there. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but there's a plug. I built a plug, so there's no heat coming through that pipe right there because it's plugged. The plug is removable, though. Some of y'all may be wondering, Kevin, what do you need that pit for? What do you need something that big for? Guys, this is part of my overall prepping plan, is that crap hits the fan. I live in a rural area, and say one of the hunters brings in a deer or a pig, and we can cook the whole thing at one time. We can take a decent-sized pig and put that whole pig on there. Just ribs, slabs of ribs, a roast, hams, everything. Bring a deer in. Just put the whole deer on there. Cook it up for everybody. That way we don't have to deal with some little small stove or something. A buddy of mine built me this piece here at the very end. I need to clean this out a little bit. And got the grating in there. That's just to keep the fire off the bottom of the fire pit. Or the firebox. Yeah, may not be long. I may have to replace the bottom. I've already got a plan for that. I'm just going to take and ring it right here behind that head. Cut it all the way around. Take it off. Take that piece off right there. Weld another piece. Bump the other piece up there. Weld it together. So the part welded to the head welded to the head. You can see down in there, all that's cut out. I need to cut it out a little bit more. Let even more heat come in through there. But it cooks pretty good. And also, I mean, I've got myself a smoker. If need be. I can smoke stuff right here on this end. Smoke stuff there. I got my hot tray. That goes, built that right there. That slides up here for cooking chicken and stuff real quick. Alright guys and gals, or sausage, or whatever. But anyway, I'll post some cooking videos here in the next week or two. Until then, I will talk to y'all later.